Hello. In this video, we're going to look at how you can use conditional statements to avoid runtime errors. So to start with, I'm going to set up two examples of where you might get a runtime error because of a math problem. So let's do this. We're going to take two inputs and we're going to find their sum, and if their sum is less than 0, we're going to state that Hello. In this video, we're going to look at how conditional statements are useful if we want to avoid a runtime error. And to start with, I'm going to do the problem and then simulate the issue that comes up. So essentially what I want to do is take two inputs and then I want to take the square root of their sum. So to take the square root, we're going to need to use a math function. So we're going to import the math module. I'm going to say input A is input, please input first value. And then A is equal to, again, we're going to force this to an integer. Actually, let's make it a float. And then we're going to do the same thing for our second value, but we'll call this value B. And then I'm going to say answer is equal to math.squirt, which is the square root of A plus B. And then let's print the square root of the sum of A and B is plus answer. Oh, comment. Okay, so we run this. I could do value 1. Oh, again, let's run this again. Please input first value. I'm going to put in 11. Please input second value. I'm going to put 5. Square root of 11 and 5 is sum of 11 and 5 is 4. Simple enough. But what I noticed now is that if I put in something like -5 and -11, I get a value error. So I get a runtime error, but a specific type of runtime error called a value error. We don't actually care right now about what an exact value error is, but in the extension video I'm going to include next, we're going to look at how to manage this. But one way to get around this with skills that we know is we can actually develop an if statement. So instead of we're going to take this is the line that's going to present the problem with the math, because I'm going to try and take the square root of the negative here, and that's the line that's crashing. And we can see that right there, line 15, line 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first make a variable called sum, and I'm going to add A and B. And now I'm going to actually put in a conditional statement that's going to inspect A and B. I'm going to say if sum is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, because we take the square root either way, then we're going to calculate the answer and we're going to print it out. Else, we're going to say print, you can't take the square root of a negative value. So if we run this now, it works exactly the same if I put in something like 8 and 10. So I get the square root of 8 plus 10, which is 4.24 bunch of decimals. But what we've kind of avoided now is this issue. If I put like -1, -11, it no longer crashes the program. We really want to avoid these runtime errors that crash a program, because that's the equivalent of your blue screen of death in the grand scheme of things. So when you're using Windows and you get a blue screen of death, that's a runtime error. What's happened is it's tried to do something it can't do and it crashes. I hope this video helped, and as always, don't hesitate to ask any questions.